I enjoy getting wrapped up in a good puzzle adventure. While I prefer a more challenging approach to the genre, some gamers might just want a casual experience with a non-intrusive narrative. I believe that's where Doomsday Vault from developer Flightless lands. However, the game's mobile roots don't ultimately translate to the experience some gamers might expect. Doomsday Vault was initially released on Apple Arcade but now finds its way to Switch and PC. Its mobile roots show up in its large button and small level design, but the experience works well for the Switch. The narrative of Doomsday Vault is almost non-existent. You're a robot tasked with retrieving plants from various areas and adding them to a farm. The gameplay loop of choosing a stage, getting to the end to collect a seed, and returning it to your vault repeats until the end of the game. There are other items to collect to 100% the level, but the seeds are the most important if you're trying to unlock the next stage. Puzzle intuition and navigation come naturally as a set camera angle provides an isometric playing experience. I'll admit that it didn't always feel right while exploring though, and I'd end up going up when I wanted to go right, but I adjusted over time. The puzzles revolve around opening paths, moving objects, and interacting with the environment. Also, several times you'll acquire upgrades for specific areas. However, it doesn't become much more complicated than that. You may feel inconvenienced once or twice to double back and pick up a box, but you'll never feel stuck. It creates a more casual experience as you're constantly completing tasks. The levels change in theme but generally follow the same pattern. They each have a specific gimmick that they follow tied to the ability of the area, such as an explosion or electrical shock. However, these upgrades are surface level and it's confusing how they are staggered across the areas, given that there's no reason to take the upgrades to previous levels. It's mainly used to introduce new ways of traversal, but I assure you that you'll never feel stuck. In fact, the optional bio items found scattered throughout the levels are probably the hardest thing to complete within the main campaign. Suppose you're wondering why you want to collect everything. Well, for suit customization options. Yeah, it's not that exciting, but you're able to customize various areas of your suit. Sadly, that's about it in terms of the mainline game. It's a short and sweet experience that comes and goes with little pushback. The limited challenge was definitely different for someone like myself who came in ready for a fight, but before I knew it, the game was over. Honestly, given that the whole idea of the game is to save plant life, it doesn't go much deeper than that. The opening of the game explains that Earth's ecosystem had collapsed, but that's it. Why did that happen? How can we prevent it? And where is everyone else at? You go through stages with no direction only to find seeds. This could have worked as an educational experience, but I didn't even get that. Don't fret though, there are challenge missions with more to be added over time. This is where your skills will be pushed and timed as you race to get to the leaderboards. There are multiple game modes available, but I enjoyed the races the most. Through practice, they become more manageable, but routing and timing play a huge role in your score. Further, many of the stages have different hazards that can take you out before you get to the end. Honestly, I enjoyed these levels much more than the main game, but you should at least unlock some new suits so you look cool during the challenges. The game's graphics are tied to its mobile release, which doesn't change for this one. I felt the levels were diverse with clearly marked hazards to lead you in the right direction. I never wandered around not knowing where to go, which is good because I probably wouldn't have returned to the game if I stayed away for too long. The music of the adventure becomes droning quickly, but I did enjoy the sounds the player character makes when walking or interacting with objects. Doomsday Vault isn't going to overwhelm you with narrative or challenging puzzles. Instead, you're in for a casual adventure of collecting seeds and customizing a suit. Those who enjoy the gameplay elements can spend time in the additional one-off stages for a spot on the leaderboard, but the experience ends there. It's cute and works on the Switch, but don't expect to leave with any knowledge outside of properly navigating an isometric game. Noisy Pixel is giving Doomsday Vault a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please read the full review on noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.